Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a filing, but trust me, it's not your average snooze fest. We'll be looking at Nuveen, Massachusetts Quality Municipal Income Fund, and let me tell you, the name is a mouthful and the document is long, but what's buried inside something juicy about expenses? Before we jump in, if understanding company filings in plain English is your thing, go ahead and subscribe. We also have a Discord community linked in the description. Come join the conversation. First up, we've got the basics like the fund's name and address. It's important, but not exactly edge of your seat stuff. This section outlines what the fund is offering. Up to 900,000 shares of common stock, preferred shares, or rights to purchase common shares. The important part is they can sell these shares in different ways, directly through dealers or underwriters. This is pretty standard, just laying out their options for raising money. The fund's investment objectives are to provide income that's exempt from regular federal and Massachusetts personal income taxes and to enhance portfolio value relative to the Massachusetts municipal bond market. They aim to do this by investing in tax-exempt Massachusetts municipal bonds that the fund's investment advisor thinks are underrated or undervalued. But remember, no guarantees here. Something important is that investing has risks, including losing your investment. Worth remembering. Okay, let's get to the real meat of this filing, which in this case is the summary on expenses. The most interesting fact is that the total annual expenses are 3.90%. Let me explain that a bit. First thing to note is the maximum sales charge of 1.00%. This means that 1% of whatever share you're buying will be charged as a fee. Management fees eat up 0.99% of the fund's net assets. This covers the cost of Nuveen fund advisors overseeing the investment strategy and day-to-day operations. Then there's 2.72% in interest and other related expenses because this fund uses leverage. This makes sense. They are borrowing money to invest and generate hopefully even more money. The final thing is other expenses totaling 0.19%. All these things combined get us to that 3.9%. Here's a quick example. If you invest $1,000, you'd pay $49 in expenses in year one, $128 in 3 years. That's if the money grows at 5%. It seems total return based on common share price is 15.84%, and based on NIV, it's only 5.34%, meaning that the share has been undervalued compared to what it actually does, which means the buyers are getting more value than the sellers are releasing. This can't continue on forever though. The variable rate demand preferred. VRDP shares has about 74,000. This leverage with senior securities has asset coverage of $254,000, $144,000, $144,000, $144. This section dives into the trading and net asset value information. It highlights the high and low sales prices for the common shares, NIV, and the premium or discount to NIV. It's interesting to see how much the market price can differ from the actual net asset value of the shares. For May of 2025, market values ranged from 11.08 to 12.17, while the MF was 10.97109, a huge difference. As of then, 2025, the fund has over 9 million shares and over 102 million in holdings. If you want more information about their investment objectives and practices, you should check out their annual report. The fund may adjust its use of leverage depending on the market and the composition of its holdings. So the amount of debt the fund takes on can change. This makes me question the fund slightly because in general it means that managers feel the market instead of trusting data and solid numbers. It also reveals a conflict of interest. See, the fund pays management fees to advisors who make leveraging decisions. More leveraging increases assets all equal, which in turn means more management fees. The fund might sell securities through agents, underwriters, or dealers, of which the prospectus will be supplied, basically meaning you have to have the proper documents to invest. Looking more at variable interest on the different series of funds, none is specified, but also the asset coverage is blank too. I see the same thing until 2015. There might be different types of securities or reporting at play. The aggregate amount outstandings for senior securities has been at 74,000 in the last few years from 2017 2029 CD. 21 Aulus, the asset coverage has mostly been 280,000 to 900. Asset coverage has mostly been 280,000 to 980,000. Overall, this fund seems like it wants a piece of the municipal bond market with special focus on Massachusetts, but those high fees make me somewhat hesitant about the risk involved compared to the gains possible. The fund has an inherent conflict of interest that might incentivize the decisions of fund managers to be based on what might allow them to charge a larger fee instead of performance. If you are sure you can't resist this sector of investing, at least keep an eye on the fund performance to make sure that those managers are keeping their end of the bargain. Alright, that's our deep dive into this filing. What are your thoughts on all these numbers? Are you buying, selling, or holding? Maybe staying far away? Let me know down in the comments. If you did enjoy this breakdown, hitting that like button helps a lot. And be sure to subscribe for more. Don't forget to check out the Discord channel in the description. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you in the next one.